guys, welcome back to We Should Talk, a pop culture interview series from In the Know. I'm your host, Gibson Johns, and today on the podcast we have the D'Amelio family, Mark, Heidi, Dixie, and Charli, who all star on the D'Amelio show on Hulu. The second season just premiered on the streaming service, and I got time with them last season, and I got time with them this season. It's a chunk of interviews, so it's a little different from a classic podcast interview from We Should Talk, but it was good to get some time with them, and I think the second season is much more free, much more, a little bit more fun, a little bit less kind of like heavy. That first season was definitely pretty intense, and this season they get a lot into like sort of the comparisons between the sisters and what they're each doing, and kind of feeling their way through the entertainment industry as they kind of settle into their stardom. And I think it's really fascinating, honestly. Even if you don't have that much investment in them as stars and them as families, as a family, there's a lot to take in here about like how somebody who's kind of just thrown into stardom, is affected by it, reacts to it, deals with it. And I don't know, it was nice to get some time with them and to unpack some of the themes of this series. And they seem to have good heads on their shoulders, and their parents are awesome. And I don't know. I appreciate what they represent a lot to Gen Z, and I'm not as somebody who's super obsessed with TikTok and TikTok stars, but they've branched way beyond that. And Heidi and Charli are both killing out on Dancing with the Stars, and I think that we'll be seeing a lot more of this family as the years go on. So if you're not paying attention, start paying attention now. Keep listening for an interview with the D'Amelio family. Stream their show on Hulu, and please rate, review, and subscribe to We Should Talk on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you get your podcasts. Hi, D'Amelio family. How are you?
Hi.
Where are you guys? Are you guys in LA right now?
Yes.
How's the press day going?
It's good.
It's fun.
It's going good.
Yeah.
I think
We'll see.
so.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, so I've been binging season 2 for the past 24 hours. I feel like I've been like living with you guys for the past day. I first of all, like, Dixie, I think you said in the first episode that you're finally having fun. Like, it's finally a fun time for you guys as a family. Charli, you say that you're seeking out what brings you joy in life and what makes you happy. And I feel like that comes across in this season. It feels like a lighter season, a more fun season where I don't know, I feel you're more like out and about and doing things that you love. Do you all feel that same way? Do you feel like this year was just a little bit more fun?
Yeah. I mean, I can speak for myself. I mean, I think just overall, like being able to travel out, just film outside of our house has been way more fun. I think everybody is settling into this life that we have and feeling comfortable in it and enjoying the things that we get to go to and do. And so with that, it's a lot lighter of a mood just in general.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like a through line of this season, I mean, probably in general for you guys, but I noticed it a lot this season coming up, which is just like the natural comparison that people make between Charli and Dixie, and how you guys sort of try to preempt that and sort of try to like anticipate that happening, because it's in some ways it's really unfair that people just always automatically do that. And I'm wondering what kind of mechanisms or things that you guys have in place now to like try to avoid that, or try to like get people not to do that for you guys as much.
I don't know. Like, we don't really even see it. Like, I'll scroll on TikTok and see someone like try to, and I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. We've never lived like that.
Yeah.
And it's just like not fair to Charli. So I really
Charli, it's so unfair.
But it makes it really hard on me.
But we like see each other. We're roommates. We live together. We are with each other basically all day, every day. So we don't care. We see each other as like a person, not as just like, oh, I'm doing this. Like, we'll never be like, oh, I got this and you didn't.
Yeah, I feel like when the people that are online, I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. But we always, come back and we're just each other as normal people without all of the accomplishments, which is nice because you just get to see like you as my sister. Thanks. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's also part of a kind of a theme for this season is I think Dixie, at one point you say that Charlie's the person that you really just trust the most in life. And it can be hard to know like who to let in and who not to let in into your guys' family and circle. How do you guys go about thinking about that? Because it comes up a couple times this season, and I'm wondering if that's something that you guys have a better kind of sense for these days as a family.
I think we all have our close friends that we can tell anything to, but I don't know. I think Kate, my best friend Kate, knows like the most about me, her and Charlie. And I'm very careful of who, not for any, like, I haven't really been betrayed or anything. I just have always kind of been like, I'm not going to share all my business out there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think I have my close group of people that I talk to, every day or almost every day, my hometown friends. I haven't really done too much to where I'm like meeting new people recently just because we've been so busy. But I definitely have a good group of people that I trust very well.
Awesome. And then Mark and Heidi, I mean, I feel like you guys you place a lot of trust in your daughters, and I feel like you're in their lives, like you're not too like hands-on every single day, but I feel like you also must have a protectiveness about them and who you guys do spend time with. Is that something you guys think about in a regular way?
I think the first part of your question is I was given a lot of freedom by my mom, and I knew I didn't abuse it. So we tried to instill them with the tools to make good decisions, but then gave them a ton of freedom. And with that, they didn't disappoint, or at least we never found out about when.
That's the operative. That's the operative part right there.
And I am probably the most that free in bringing people into our lives. I'm the most accepting, and but I think it's just a little bit different for me, but I think for them, they've done a good job. And I think being here, they're surround themselves around other young people that are kind of doing the same thing. So they're all, it's not like they were still in a public school or where they were going through this in a different environment. A lot of their friends are dealing with the same ups and downs that they're dealing with. So
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think they have a good gut instinct on people and who they want around them, and they kind of just go with that, and I trust them to.
Mm-hmm.
So
Charli and Dixie, you mentioned that you're roommates now and you moved in together. We see that this season. And and I'm wondering again, because I come from a family of there's 4 of us, and I've never been roommates with a sibling other than growing up. So I'm curious how that does affect your relationship. Like I'm assuming it brings you closer, but have there been new things to navigate as you've lived together in the same house without your parents around?
not really. Today her alarm went off and I heard it. So that was a little frustrating, but that hasn't happened in a very long time.
Yeah.
So
I've been doing better. That's like the one thing is I used to not wake up to alarms. I'm doing a lot better about that.
no, I
now.
shut it off for you.
Proud
I
of
know.
you.
Okay. We had a long day yesterday. I feel like it was
Well, you
I
also
believe
had
it,
it going
yeah.
off at like 6 a.m. and you didn't have to be up. So I don't know.
remember, she would always set her alarm.
And then
at
I
like
woke up
5
3
late.
hours
a.m.
early.
So
No, she sets like 20 alarms.
But no, we don't. No, there's
Don't
like
say it.
nothing. I got locked out of the house the other day, and that was a little annoying. But
how'd you get locked out of the house?
Landon,
We have a key.
no, in the garage. I got locked in the garage.
How did you get out? How did you get out?
I was banging on the door until someone came open it. But like that's just little things. It's not even her. We like haven't done anything to annoy each other. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think.
You don't annoy me.
That's for 2 siblings. That's pretty good. I mean, that's And then Charli, at one point in this season, you quote Billie Eilish, and the quote is, "The things I once enjoyed keep me employed." And I understand that mentality around, getting paid to do your passions and whatnot. But I feel like the flip side of that is like you get to make a living out of the things that you guys are both passionate about. And I'm wondering if like, have you gotten to that point of thinking about it more, about just like how you guys are really lucky that you get to sing and dance and entertain people for a living, and that's what you seem to be most passionate about.
I think definitely. I think when I said that, I was in a much different place where I wasn't enjoying what I was doing for work. And then I am at a place now that, going to work doesn't even feel like going to work, and I'm enjoying it. And I think that was because I lost myself a little bit, and I had to, get everything back in order. And now I think I definitely appreciate being able to do something like Dancing with the Stars and get to like have fun and perform in front of my friends and family. And that is everything that I wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dixie, how do you feel about it? Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I feel like our situations are a little different because I think she really has always gotten her emotions out with dance, and like I had many different ways to get my feelings out or kind of use different things as therapy, where dance was her therapy for a very long time and then losing that. But I do feel like we both just try our best to enjoy every second of this because it is an amazing thing, and we're very lucky to be able to share our passions with the world.
Mm-hmm. And then Mark and Heidi, this has been a wild ride, I think, for your entire family, and you've all accomplished a lot in the past several years. And I'm wondering if you each have a proudest moment of Dixie and Charli from this whirlwind that you've been on.
Oh, that's so hard. I mean, I think for me, all the accomplishments are amazing, but to see them growing up and being amazing young women and passionate and caring and kind, like that's everything. So
For me, it's when Charli did the Dirty Dancing with Derek Huff, and that was after season 1, where like Dixie was saying, where dance just wasn't anything to her anymore, and she lost that. And then I was on set and just seeing her look at me and go like, kind of like, Dad, I'm doing it again, and that was amazing. And like, I don't know what could be bigger than your kid performing at Madison Square Garden twice, and I grew up going to Madison Square Garden, and to see my daughter Dixie up there, we've had so many incredible times, but those two stand out to me as two that were major.
I wouldn't argue with that. Those are two really major moments. It really is amazing. It has been amazing to watch you guys. And before I sign off, Heidi and Charli, I mean, you're both absolutely killing it on Dancing with the Stars. I don't even know how you're awake right now. I know that the schedule of that is so brutal. Are you guys just like leaning on one another at all just to get through it? Because I know it must be fun, but it's also exhausting.
I mean, I think we're always checking in, like, how was your rehearsal? How are you feeling? Are you tired? Did you sleep last night? I haven't had a chance to have breakfast, this, that. So we're constantly doing that. But it's fun to do that, to have someone that you're so close to going through it with you. Luckily, when we have our moments where we're not doing so good, we don't have them at the same time, which has been great. And we kind of help each other through those times.
It's cool watching it from mine and Dixie's perspective, to see how that Charli and Heidi are extremely close, but this is bringing them to a new level. And now Dixie and I need to find out what we can do together.
Next season,
dancing
baby.
is not. I'm trying. I'm asking. She will not commit to it. So
Let's do Survivor.
Oh, I'd watch that. Come on. Big Celebrity Big Brother. The options are endless. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much for your time today, you guys. Again, the season 2 is really, it's a great watch. And again, I feel like I've been with you guys for the past 24 hours. So I'm excited for everyone to see it.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to We Should Talk. I hope you enjoyed the interview. You can find out more about In the Know at intheknow.com. You can follow me, Gibson Johns, at Gibsonoma on Twitter and Instagram. And you can listen to all of our interviews, past and future, by searching We Should Talk wherever you get your podcasts. Hope to see you next time.